Stay close to the light, for what moves in the fog does not love company. Tonight I will tell you of Oakhaven, and of a girl who learned the fog has a face. Listen. The village of Oakhaven was a place forgotten by time, nestled deep within a valley, perpetually shrouded in a damp, living fog. It muffled sound, distorted sight, and carried whispers. Houses leaned into one another, as if bracing for an unseen dread. Every face wore the same haunted expression. Silence reigned, broken only by the bell or a lone crow. Laughter had become a forgotten language. Even the land itself seemed to mourn, and the fog remembered only sorrow. Amidst despair lived Elara, barely 12, hair the colour of autumn leaves, and eyes as grey as Oakhaven's sky. An observer, she read fear in the adults' hushed conversations. The deaths began on the harvest moon. First, old Thomas, the blacksmith, terror frozen on his face. A fortnight later, the baker's wife, eyes fixed on a ceiling no one else could see. Always the same. Night, a breath, a stillness, and a body contorted by fear.
Fear, the heart gives out.
They spoke of a spectre they called the Griever, a shadow feeding on sorrow, her grandmother's gift. "This holds the key," she'd whispered, "only when the shadows grow too long." A narrator, V.O. Nights were the worst. The fog swallowed the village whole. Narrator, V.O. A soft, rhythmic tapping, no visitor to claim it. Narrator, V.O. A melody on the wind, and leaves that moved when the air was still. Narrator, V.O. Elara could not look away. Narrator, V.O. Shapes gathered, too tall. Narrator, V.O. Too thin. Narrator, V.O. Not human. Narrator, V.O. A scream. Narrator, V.O. A shadow detached itself, a tall, slender silhouette that drank the lantern's light, then melted away. Narrator, V.O. Morning came, and with it the bell. The weaver was dead. Elara searched the places death had touched. Only dust and absence. The baker's house, air still and heavy. A crude bird of passage, a charm to guide the dead. The loom stood silent, scratches near where he fell, a symbol that filled her with dread. Fear was a wall, questions turned to suspicion. She was alone in her search, an outcast in her own home. And the fog drew closer. One held the old stories. Elspeth.
I know why you've come, child. Curiosity is dangerous in these times. You seek the Griever. It is not a spirit. It is a promise made by your founders. Bounty and protection for a tithe. Not crops, nor gold, but life. One soul per generation when the heavens align. The mark you saw, the collector's seal. It means paid. Your grandmother knew. She tried to protect you.
The heart lay beneath the angel in the founder's crypt. Terror lent her strength, a breath of cold earth and decay. Into the heart of the secret she went. The founders slept around her, and on the pedestal, Oakhaven's record, Blackwood, Stone, Miller, Ashworth. By each victim, the mark, the debt, paid. But beside her own line, nothing, which meant the collector still had one to claim. Only open it when the shadows grow too long. It sprang the collector's seal and a flawless mirror. Her own eyes stared back and changed. The face she'd seen in the fog. Not a monster, a collector, an inheritance. She was not hunted by the Griever. She was the Griever.